Welcome. And we're back for another episode of the Armchair Pundits Weekend Review Show. And it's been a decent weekend for some, and for others, not what they really wanted. And yet, we're still waiting for a full house because some of us are letting us down. Wonder
Yeah,
who they are.
the media teams in North London, like I said, bro. Them man
Hey,
that just
bro,
let us
listen.
down.
Bro,
Listen.
you're in no position to be calling anyone meaty, bro. Just because you got one little victory just now, yeah. Don't be
Bro,
getting
you're
too
only as good as your
big.
last
Hey,
performance.
listen,
That's what a wise man once told me.
There's a guy on YouTube who's not cutting his hair until Man United win 5 games in a row, and he's looking crazy. He's looking absolutely crazy. Don't tell
Is
me
it?
about what my team's doing, bruv. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the guy. I'm gonna send it to you directly.
I know
That
Lamont
guy.
would never be
Bruv,
able
they
to
tried to
do that.
attack the guy.
He could
Some
never
guy
on
tried to
that,
pull his
bro.
hair.
Oh,
Did he?
yeah.
Some fan tried to pull his hair, and some of the other Man United fans had to back the youth.
We're technically sitting joint ninth at the moment, so I'll have that all day.
That is.
That's a sorry state of affairs, bro.
Very
We're
much
3
so.
points. We're 3 points behind you guys right now, bro. So just be aware. Be aware of that. Not Liverpool, because they're
I
unbeaten.
was gonna say, leave me out of that.
Of course, you was gonna say.
Leave me out of that.
Anyway.
Bruv,
Yep.
listen, you still got to play Spurs. They got your number, bruv. They'll make it 5 in a row, bro.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I know, right?
Now it's under a new manager, innit? So you never know.
But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. And don't forget to tune into our socials, our TikTok, our Insta, our Facebook, and see what we're putting out. So yeah, as we always do, we start the show off. Actually, no, it's new. We've got a new segment since last week, so Leon hasn't been part of it yet. So we've got a new segment where you have to guess the career of the player I'm going to put up. All you have
disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Last time Bevan cheated, yeah, and that's why he got there before me last week.
Raw.
Him
No
and
one
James
see
were in
cheating.
cahoots, brother.
Ball knowledge.
No. What happened? It was unintentional. I was trying to actually see if I can full screen the actual image, forgetting that these two were on here. But Lamont wasn't paying attention. Lamont was looking down, and Bevan was looking up. So he saw it.
Listen,
Like, huh?
I was looking up.
I saw it.
Put it down, but it's like a millisecond. It was up for
Split
literally
second.
up down.
Well, my son kind of savant. not Rain Man, bro.
Yeah. There was no cheating, no cahooting going on here. But are we putting up now? And hopefully it comes up full screen this time. Yes. So you have to guess this player. I'm gonna leave it up here for a little bit. Don't shout out straight away. Well, actually you can. But what I'm gonna do now,
I already know the answer, bro.
Okay, you already know the answer. All right, so because Leon said it, he gets first dibs to answer the question. Anyone else know the answer?
I possibly do.
Okay, cool. So you get second dibs if Leon is wrong, but I know Leon. I don't think he's gonna be wrong. So we'll now move on to you know it as well. Okay, cool. So next we'll move on to the predictions table, and we see where we stand with that. It's been a good week for some, and a better week for others. So let us have a look here how we stand now. So really good week from Daryl. He was bottom with only 7 points. 8 points has taken to second place. But others haven't done so well this week. So I think overall it's been a bit of a Daryl week for Bevan all around, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
it's only football. It's only football.
Mate, horrible. Same thing happened in my FPL, man. I had a mare.
Listen, FPL is just not the same as it used to be. It
Brother,
really isn't.
I fell asleep, man, trying to change my team, man, and missed the deadline, brother. I can't believe it.
That old chestnut.
Mate. And you know when I woke up and then I just went on to something else, completely forgot what I was doing. And then when the game started, I realized, oh my days, I wonder if I had submitted my team. The rest is history, bro. So yeah, another dead week.
Still early.
Yeah, it is, to be fair.
Okay, so the Premier League season Still very early, as you just said yourself, but things have happened. So I was going to talk about the Liverpool game first, but I think we'll go for the bigger game of the weekend, which was some people called it the Borefest of Arsenal versus Man City, because I think both teams just about got over one for XG. There was
Yeah.
not many shots on target in that game, boy.
No.
And Haaland gets an early goal after 9 minutes, and as I normally do when rivals are losing, I cheered. But then I don't know. Guardiola turned into someone else, turned to Rafa Benitez and Pep Guard and Jose Mourinho rolled into one, and then just tried to stink out the rest of the stadium. But for you, Bevan, how did you see it?
You know what? You actually called it in the right kind of way, to be honest with you. It seems that, to me, Arteta set up in the same way he did against Liverpool, which is diabolical at home, just to be hard to beat. And then
Mhm.
and then Pep went 1-0 up and didn't try to and just tried to see the game out. It's kind of like both of them tried to just like have no like Arsenal didn't start to fight until they went 1-0 down or tried to play football. I know it's only after 9 minutes, but then Man City did the same thing, and both of them like didn't do enough to win it. And it sounds weird. What I mean is that for Arsenal to set up in that way, in that manner, to go in the beginning of the game with those midfielders, and then Man City did exactly the same thing, and they took no risks and got no rewards. Everybody ended up with the point. Do you know what I mean? Like at one point, I was thinking, I know, and I could see them writing the obituary. I could see all of you, like, see, this ugly football's not gonna work. But we got as soon as we play one ball over the top, they make a defensive mistake,
Mm-hmm.
and then we score. But before then, Donnarumma didn't really have much to do at all,
No.
and I was kind of questioning when Arteta made these substitutions at half time. I questioned why he took off Madueke when he looked like
Bruv.
one of the most threatening
I didn't
players,
get it.
and he left Trussell on there. That was food and drink for Kuzunov. He had nothing to really worry about. So you just think, why wouldn't you just go for it? Try to do a bit more. I don't think you can win the league trying to be like so negative, so passive, and just say, "Oh, break us down." Because if you play like that, what's all that's going to happen is teams are going to know how you're going to play, and if they get that goal, they're going to shut up shop, and it's going to be like, you try and break us down, and then what do you have? Do you know what I mean?
Why do you think Eze didn't start? Because that was a surprise to me. You've got
Uh,
no Odegaard. Why not start Eze?
I think he's same reason. He wanted to be difficult to beat. He sets up the midfield so that it's harder for them to play through, and and that's what it is. He's done it in 3 games. He's done it against Man United. It worked in that game. He did it against Liverpool. It didn't work, and then he's done it again today, and it
It
didn't
didn't
work.
work.
It didn't
It
work.
didn't work.
No, it didn't work. No.
It didn't work. The only reason why I think Arsenal got away with it today was because Pep is suffering right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pep is suffering. We have never seen Pep play a mid block deliberately. There's times where his team are being forced into it because another team has ended up dominating possession, but they actually conceded possession to you guys. They actually said once they had scored their goal, they knew that Arsenal's struggle was breaking down teams who played with a low block. So they thought, we're not going to go completely low because we don't want to invite too much pressure and set pieces and whatnot. So they tried to play a mid block, which for the most part worked. But the thing for Man City is that they've got too many good players for them to be playing that way for an entire 80 minutes of football, because realistically, they basically did what Arsenal did in the reverse fixture last year. But the difference is Arsenal went down to 10 men and did
Yeah.
that, and they were leading. Whereas
Yeah.
Man City had a full well, they had a full team, 11 players, and they still basically played exactly the same tactics as you did in that reverse fixture. I think it was 2-2 in the end when John Stones scored late, and you guys have done the same thing today. You've literally scored a late goal through a defensive error which ironically was one straight ball over the top. Eze actually playing it was a good ball, but
A direct ball.
in Premier League football, it's a ball that you expect a defense to deal with, and they didn't.
Yep.
They didn't play the right line. It was a good run from Martinelli, and he's been obviously up for a lot of criticism because of his end products, but it was a really good take. It was a great finish, and you have to give him credit because there's other moments where we've seen him falter in those opportunities, but on this occasion he's taken it well. But I think Arsenal have paid the price for being negative from the beginning of the game, and I think if they had played just one, if they played just one more, if they played Eze instead of playing instead of playing
Trossard.
Marino, I don't think
Marino.
Marino was needed.
Yeah,
What did he really do?
Marino. Yeah, he was
He didn't really do
a
anything.
mute
So
point
for
today.
me, it would have been Eze from Marino, and then if he wants to play Trossard, fair enough. But if you're trying to bring Saka on when Madueke has been the most, I guess, the most threatening player, play him out on the left. If you're saying that these guys are versatile, if it's not working, switch it around and see what happens. But it is what it is, man. Arsenal are obviously slipped a little bit behind, but it could have been worse. So for them, they'll take the point at the end of the day. It's disappointing from their perspective, but
just too pragmatic to
all
in my opinion.
all pressure, no punch. That's what happened today. Really,
I think they're both.
You guys, yeah. I mean, I don't think Man City genuinely thought that they would beat Arsenal today. I feel like they got their goal, which was probably out of nothing almost. Very good finish by Haaland, by the way. But
good all round
play.
Yeah. Gabriel was running in quicksand. Bruv, I don't even, he wasn't even full sprinting, the guy. Like, I don't know what he was doing, but
it's like he said, that's Saliba. Saliba will handle it.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, he was man marking Haaland, and he drops deep to collect the ball, albeit very unconventional because he didn't look comfortable in that pocket, by the way. And he fed the ball off, and then went full sprint past Saliba, and Gabriel was just almost like watching the game go by.
He got caught into a battle that he didn't need to be in, and I don't think he's got the legs to be sprinting like that at the minute. That's in all honesty, and it was a good touch off to Randers, and as soon as Randers got the ball, you just knew that was a goal. You knew that he was going to find him.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean,
go on. Finish what you're saying.
No, I think today for me, I don't feel like Arteta demonstrated putting his best foot forward. I don't believe he kind of started his strongest team, in my opinion, or his strongest informed team, let's say. I feel like he could have made a lot of the changes that he made in the end a lot earlier to affect the game, because you guys had so much possession that you could have killed them off from earlier in the game. You left it to the death, and it could have easily have been, a missed opportunity, really. So, yeah, you got the result, I guess, that Pep was probably looking at, and Arteta will probably walk away and say, you know what, we still haven't lost the game, so we'll take that.
My issue with Pep, the question is, should he be criticised for that performance today? Because it was so un-Pep-like. I mean, you're down. You're not even down to 10 men, but you take off Haaland. Fair enough. Yeah, you take off Foden, so they come off at the same time. But why don't you bring Savinho on or someone else for an outlet? Because he took away his outlets. Yes, he had Doku, but Doku was tiring at that time because he was doing so much running anyway. So that one change just handed the initiative to Arsenal. I get what Liam was saying in terms of Arsenal's problem this season hasn't really been defensive or anything. It's can they actually break teams down? And they couldn't, other than set pieces. And you can actually see sometimes when they're running down the wing, they were trying to get corners. They're trying to hit it into players to get a corner, which if it works, it works. I get it. It worked a lot last season. But for me, I just find it weird that I don't know if it's because Pep Linders is there now and Colo Toure is there now. It's changing the way Guardiola is thinking. But he just went so defensive so soon that Man City aren't used to playing with a back five like that. So what you ended up having was players were confused, communication was confused, positions were confused because they're not used to being in that position. So you end up, as you guys said, getting beaten by a simple straight ball. Whereas if they had a back four, I guarantee you, if they had a normal back four, they wouldn't have conceded that goal. But you had
Yeah.
two guys that normally play left back for them standing next to each other, decide thinking who's going to take the runner, and none of them took him, and he scored. So it's a point away from home. Back in the day, that was a valid point, but it wasn't what I expected from a Guardiola team. Even though they've been under par, I didn't expect that kind of finish to the game like that.
Yeah, it was a boring game in the end, bruv, to be fair. Really boring game. Could have done with a lot more spice about it. I thought there might have been a red card shown at some point because Bernardo Silva was
Oh
just
yeah,
doing the most in there
it's
today.
him though.
There was a point where he made a challenge on, I'm gonna say Timber, but it could have been someone else. And I feel like had there not have been a booking already, a yellow, I feel like he would have got a yellow for the challenge that him. Oh, was it on Trossard? Maybe it was on
I think
Trossard.
he threw the
Him
ball at
kicking it.
Trossard. He threw the
Yeah,
ball at
yeah,
Trossard, and
or
then
he
Trossard
kicked
threw
at
the
him,
ball back
whatever.
in. Yeah,
Yeah, so I feel like there could have been another yellow card shown there, but I feel like the referee slightly bottled it. But
nah, bro, it would have been soft.
there was it. Yeah,
It
I
would
mean,
have been
even the
soft.
yellow that he got was soft anyway.
No,
It's
it
one of them
wasn't.
games, bruv.
Nah, bro, the way he kicked at Gabriel, that was soft.
Nah, he grazed him, bro.
Bro,
He
Gabriel took
grazed
him
him,
out.
man.
He went for retribution. But yeah,
Nah,
anyway.
he grazed him.
But we'll move. That was for Liverpool, who we'll talk on next. It was a good result. I don't know whether I would have preferred Arsenal to lose or to draw, because it could have given Man City more confidence if Man City had won a game. So a draw is probably just about right for us. But our game, I thought we started off fantastically, if I'm being completely honest. Really good start to the game. Gravenberch has started the season fantastically, and he just seems to be going from strength to strength. I'm pretty sure he won Young Player of the Year last year, and at this rate, he's looking to try and get obviously very very early. Anything can happen, but he started well. Right, that's giving him confidence. So the goal that Gravenberch scored, fantastic. The ball from
Striker's goal.
Salah, yeah, bro. It's like I didn't know he had that in him. The instinct to do that. I know he's got mad techers. Um, Gravenberch, but really good goal. And then Ekatike but starts, and he's literally saying, "I know you bought Isak, but you have to take this shirt from me. Like, I'm here, and I want my minutes as well." So I was happy first half. Second half, a lot of questions have been asked, and I think Bevan's asked it a lot in terms of us having poor halves of games. Is it going to eventually cost us? And it hasn't been, but I think what we're really struggling with at the moment is being able to control games for strong periods. We're very often just giving the ball back to teams, and for a lot of that second half, we gave the ball to Everton and said, "Can you break us down?" And I don't think it was intentional. It was just, I don't know whether it's 3 games in 6 days, and it took its toll. I don't know. That's what Stott was alluding to, but we held out. We held out and we got 5 from 5, and I'm happy.
We really don't need you lot to be getting up ahead of momentum, a steam on momentum, because this is the same kind of stuff that happened last season. Average performances, but results, and that's the difference, isn't it? You're
I feel
turning
like
those
they're playing
average
worse now, though,
performances,
B.
and they're hurting you. I don't think
I
they
feel
are.
like you
They're
think
not
they're playing
worse.
this.
I think
They're not
they're
worse.
trying to. There's a lot of changes. We said this before. There's a lot
Yeah.
of change in the team, and they're trying to sort of figure out where people play their best and the right movements to create space for each other. You say how long can Liverpool get away with it? I think they got away with it all of last season. Like there was very rarely games where Liverpool were great from start to finish, and it was more like even against the teams you expect them to beat. It was more in those games they might start a half badly, and then second half they'll blitz them, or they might start a game well, get a couple early goals, and then they kind of like get a bit complacent second half. So it's been it's been something that Liverpool have had to deal with pretty much since Slot's been in charge, but it hasn't really cost them because in the big moments, in the big games, they've done what they needed to do, and their challengers have faltered. So right now, I think it's going to be a problem when certain people start getting accustomed to how they want to play, and you see how much talent they've got. Ekitike is as you said, staking his claim for that first choice number 9 spot, and Isak has to win it from him. But there's so many games in the season that Liverpool are going to have to play that there's going to be plenty of rotation going on.
Yep.
So I think they're in a good place really right now. The fact they're not playing well and they've got 5 wins out of 5, can't really ask for more than that as a title holder.
Yeah, reigning champions.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you guys don't buy the narrative that we're getting lucky with VAR stuff and all this other stuff.
Oh no, you are.
The free.
No, you are, bruv. You are, because you and I both know in that Everton game with the Derby game, you know that if Liverpool were behind, you guys would have seen all 10 minutes on that injury time come up. So that for me is definitely you man getting a little bit of a slice of luck pie.
Did you see?
I'll
Did you
be
see?
honest,
Only
I'm
Liverpool. That
surprised-
only happens
Go
to
on.
Liverpool, bro. It don't happen to teams
Only.
like us out here.
Did you see? Did you see Grealish's interview afterwards?
Yeah, and
When
and
he-
and the manager's interview, both of them.
They were livid.
He,
Livid.
he said about the free kick and then the extra time is like 1 minute, 3 minutes. When does that ever happen? Come on, he could be in trouble. But I was a bit surprised about the booking that
He'll
Dewsbury
get
Hall
away
got.
with it.
I don't know
He'll
what
get
that.
away with it.
I don't know what that booking was about for Dewsbury Hall. To be honest
the thing
with you,
is, people say this like they've never seen. People have got bookings before when referees say don't take a free kick and you take it quickly. He's clearly speaking to someone, but because of they've had it before where people have taken quick free kicks, they'll get a rate. Referees have given free kicks to guys before because they've taken it when they've told them not to. It's not new. It's not the first time I've ever seen it in football. It's just because Liverpool are top of the league and things are going our way. All of a sudden, they're favouring them. No, we've seen it before. I agree. 3 minutes was a bit weird for me. I was happy with 3 minutes. But I think I
Of
said
course.
to you
Of course you
before
was.
we started recording.
Of course you was.
I said to you before we started recording though, but we made 3 subs. And 2 of them were at the same time, and everyone was only 1 sub. So that's not loads of time. And then obviously Everton didn't make a load of subs. And as Everton said themselves, they were trying to get the ball in quickly. So they were taking quick throws. They were trying to take quick free kicks at certain times. So there wasn't long periods of time when the ball was off the pitch. The ball in play was quite high compared to normal. Again, I will say it did seem a bit weird only having 3 minutes. But I don't think it was in terms of conspiracy.
It's only conspiracy when it's Paul Tierney though, isn't it? Is it Paul Tierney?
Oh, but he's proved himself. He's proved himself. He's been taken off games because of what he's done. So that's a whole other story. But listen, the bottom line is Everton didn't deserve to win to get a point from that game, regardless of whether they had 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. They weren't going to get a second goal. They got a really good strike from what's his name, just a gay. But
Yeah.
do you remember another really threatening moment? No, there wasn't. We had more threatening moments than they did. So realistically, for me, if the time had gone on even further, it's more likely we would have scored. So
Salah showed his 2 colours in that game when he missed the sitter though.
I knew he was gonna say it. You know,
I don't know how someone who is 3rd top goal scorer of all time as a
Brother.
wide forward is showing
Brother.
his true colours because he missed a shot.
Brother, the ceiling
oh.
of talent has changed, brother. We're not gonna do this like
The ceiling
every
of
so
talent
often.
is
You try to prove to me that Salah is some kind of certified brother. He scored the amount of goals he scored with a lot of donkeys. He weren't playing against the real certified killers that some of them old goats were playing against.
Hold
Remember
on. Let's just get this point really straight. Yeah, there have been so many whack teams that he hasn't played. These guys played against derbies who couldn't do anything. Like all these other people that you talk about, they played against dead teams as well. So let's just
not
get that
so
straight.
many. Yeah, but
listen, over the years, the top 4, 5, 6 we see now is more competitive than the times of Man United's era, than the times of Arsenal winning the double. Those areas were 1-2 teams controlling it. The rest of the followers got battered every single week. So they scored, they racked a whole lot of goals. So you can't say Salah's only scored goals because he's playing against dead food. That's
No,
nonsense,
I'm
bro.
saying
He
the
scored
talent
a
that
lot
he's
of goals because he is exceptional at scoring goals. Point
No,
blank.
nah,
It's that simple. It's that simple. He's
You
exceptional.
know
Bro,
what, Mods?
listen.
If you really want to go there, what you're trying to say is exactly what they used to say about Andy Cole, bruv.
What?
That he needs enough chances to score, which wasn't true.
But that wasn't the
People
truth.
say about
He
Salah.
also,
It's not true, bruv.
he also didn't need many pens to put himself on the map, neither, bruv. Let's be honest. If you take away all the pens that Salah scored, he wouldn't be in top anything. Let's be honest, brother.
He's missed a lot as well, though. So if you add the ones that he's missed, then he'll be even higher.
No, you can't do that. Cause
No, you can't do that. Oh, you can do what you're doing, but you can't do
No,
that.
you can't talk about the stuff that he's missed as such. My point is, yeah, you're right. Goal scoring is goal scoring, yeah, but the ceiling of talent is different.
That's got nothing
Now
to do with it,
to
bruv.
what? Of course, bruv, because them man were getting beaten about and battered about and still getting goals, bruv. Salah's not really involved in much of the game, bruv. He plays for like what 9 minutes, gets a goal, and everyone's talking about he's the flipping next savior.
I
Come on, man.
honestly think
You know
you
what?
watched a different football than we watched. You watched a parallel
Maybe.
football that was in your own that you've forgotten what actually happened in those games, bro.
Nah.
Because all these other guys that scored goals, they battered teams as well. Look, how often, like Man United, Rooney played in teams where you guys hammered teams consistently.
You know,
Right.
I'm not just talking about Man United here, yeah. I'm talking about
even Shearer.
like there's a lot of other guys.
Even Shearer, even Kane. Kane played in a similar era to what do you call it, to Salah as well. What? Do Kane's goals not count? Are Kane's goals dead as well? Because Kane's up there,
Kane's
top
got a lot of
5.
pens. Yeah, Kane's got a lot of pens as well, bro.
I
But anyway,
think-
we might as well leave this topic. This is a no point, bro, because it's gonna go nowhere.
I think Lamont's
Yeah.
trying to say slyly that Kane's a better all-round player than Salah. That's what he's trying to.
He is,
that's what he's trying to
Yeah, but-
allude to.
Yeah, but he is,
He's
though. As an
basically
all-round
he's
player,
basically
he is.
he's basically just saying that like we know what Salah is, man. He's a goal scorer. He scores goals from the wings, isn't it? He gets facilitated to do it, and he does it. You can't really knock him for it.
He's just upset that over the last 5 years, Salah scored more goals at Old Trafford than any of his strikers have in that period of time, and it just
You're
burns.
salty, bruv.
That's not salt. It's the truth. So there's pepper and salt on there just to sting you. So let's move. Let's move. We'll move on to our next topic, which is Tottenham's resilience under Thomas Frank. So Thomas Frank has said that he believes that was the best performance of the season so far. And I'm pretty sure Leon will probably agree that if that performance was under Ange, Tottenham aren't coming back and drawing 2-2.
Hell no. I mean, in fact, the last 2 times we played Brighton away from home, we conceded 4 goals. So the fact that we managed to come out here with a point, I was surprised. To be honest, we started the game exactly how we have done in the last 2 years against Brighton. Bad. Couple of defensive errors and a goalkeeping howler, really. It was a great strike by Ari for the second goal, but it's gone through the hands of
bro.
He's got to do better.
He's got to do better.
That was ugly.
It was bad. So
what do you call it, Bevan? Bevan's got a name for that kind of goalkeeping.
Oh, and you got holograms for hands. His hands are for decorations.
Well, he was moving like Onana, bro. That's how he was moving. He's not your goalkeeper no more, so don't get in your feelings, bro. You got rid of him,
brother. I'm telling you now, have it.
Oh wait! Remember they got rid of him, yeah, and then he's gone to Galatasaray. No,
and had one man of the
match performance,
and got an assist as well in the second game.
Onana's not the problem.
His first game as
he's
well.
moving like a Decepticon, bro.
Onana's not the problem. Anyway, sorry.
United's the problem. Anyway,
I hijacked it.
Sorry, we digress. Anyway, no, it was bad. It was bad goalkeeping from Vicario. And to be honest, even for the first goal, the way that he made it so easy for Minte to go around him was just like, what are you doing, bro? I think even Romero looked at him like, what happened there? But it was a mistake by both the defensive line and from Vicario for the first goal. But no, in terms of the performance after, the response was really good. I think it just shows when you have a manager who really does have a tactical plan for different situations, what you can do. I wasn't quite sure about the starting lineup when I saw it, because obviously Xavi Simons was on the bench, and I think we went with Brennan Johnson on the left at the time. No, we went with Odebear. Sorry, was it Odebear on the left? Yeah, it's Odebear on the left. Which was a surprise, but I actually wanted to see Odebear play more because I think there's a player there, and I think he just needs games. So it was good to see him play. He was involved in the first goal for Richarlison. It was a good move. Richarlison did his best not to finish because I don't know what happened there, but the goalkeepers ended up parrying it into the net anyway. But no, the response from the team was really good. Being our best performance, I don't know if you can say that. I think the football we play was really, really good. But the way that Brighton play, they allow you to play football because they like to play expensive football themselves. So I think it's a combination of the fact that they like to play football and obviously we are trying to find our way. But we'll take it, man. Getting a 2-2 draw after being 2-0 down, you gotta take a point there and just move on to the next week because in the past we've been given a hiding against Brighton. So yeah, I'm happy with the result considering how we started the game.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats, and you had 64% possession, and even XG they were 1.32, you were 1.22, so it was close there. Total shots they had 12, you had 11. Shots on target they had 4, you had 3. So it seemed like it should be in a draw.
Yeah, like
apart
even
from
though
possession.
we will say, oh, we had a couple of better chances than they did, but when
Mm,
you look at the XG, you're like, well, did we really? But
yeah.
I thought it was fair. The result was fair, and the fact that we managed to come back, I'll take it. So all good.
So how do you feel that do you think how you're playing now, you can see yourself in a top 4, top 5 battle?
We
Or
should be in a battle. I don't necessarily know if we'll get top four or top five, but we have to be in a battle. We have to be competing. I mean, that's what the goal has been, is to compete in every single competition, and competing means being in with a shout of honors. So that means getting to the semi-finals at least, and being in touching distance of the top five when you get to the end of the season. Like that last week or two, you want to be in the hunt like last season where you had like 7 teams who could qualify for the Champions League at the end on the last day. So we want to be one of those teams.
yeah,
But yeah, we're capable. We need to keep players fit. We still got a few injuries. We still got Madison out. We still got Kulusevski out. Solanke's been out. Kolo
Sumo.
Muani got a dead leg, so he didn't play. So we've got players to come back. So there's once we have everyone back, there's a squad there. We just need to get everyone fit and get some consistency, get the chemistry going, and allow Thomas Frank to do his thing with the tactics. Because so far I've been impressed, barring the game against Bournemouth, which he openly admitted he got it wrong. We've been good, so it's not been too bad a start. 10 points, third place, can't really argue with
And
that.
you're
I thought
scoring
Seaman's
goals as well, Lee. I think that's
Yeah,
also a
I
good
think
thing to
we
take away from it, bruv.
yeah, we've only conceded. I think we've conceded 3 and
Yeah,
scored 10. So
yeah.
yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start so far.
But
more
scoring
importantly with
wasn't.
Charlison scoring. With Charlison scoring though, that's a good thing. It's a bonus.
Definitely a bonus. I mean, yeah, he's one of those players. I think in terms of holding up the ball, he's not great at all. But he is the type of player that if you can get the ball in the right areas of the box, he's gonna cause problems. He's a
Hmm.
nuisance for defenders, but we need to give him service and get him in the right places to score. If it's anywhere in the 18-yard box, he's gonna be a threat. So that's what we've got to do. We've got to create
And he
chances
wins
for
you a
him.
lot of fouls as well, bruv, to be fair. So that creates more opportunities for Poro to put the ball in the box.
Yeah, definitely. And you see Kudus again. I think he's almost I think he's close to equaling his whole tally of assists from last season. So for us, I
Yeah.
mean, West Ham will be livid, but for us, it shows that it's been a good sign, and you can see that he's motivated right now in a team where, let's be honest, we're better than West Ham. So
He's also got a lot of freedom as well. Frank's giving him a lot of freedom just to float around and pick up the ball in dangerous places and just to be a threat. So in that instance, you're always gonna benefit because someone like him needs to not be locked in to like just play a certain way.
yeah, it's like, I mean, it's the kind of thing that he did with Mbeumo when Mbeumo was at Brentford. They're
Yeah.
similar type of players. They like to start out wide and cut in and do things from central areas. So yeah, it's good so far. It will be interesting to see what happens if he gets Colin Moani going and plays Xavi Simons in the middle rather than on the left, because I think that's where he's going to be more of a threat for us.
That's a good segue there. Talking about Mbeumo. So we'll move on to Man United versus Chelsea on Saturday evening. And we saw Premier League records, football records for subs in the first half, the fastest goalkeeper to be sent off, and Man United actually looking like they know how to play football for the first 5, 10, 15 minutes of the game. So before I say my bit on Chelsea, Lamont, if you haven't seen Lamont's post-match, after you finish watching this, scroll down and look at Lamont's post-match that went out overnight, early this morning, and you can get probably more in depth than what you're going to get now.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I nearly put in hate comments, but I realised we're related.
What from one of your off YouTube
No,
accounts? Yeah.
no, from my YouTube account with my face on it. I would have, and I went, no, I can't do that.
Do you know what's funny? The way we started this game, we started it similar when we played against Arsenal. In terms of like really quite positive, and we looked like we had an idea and an identity, but that obviously didn't come to any fruition because we didn't take advantage. Now, yes, the red card came in the first 5 minutes, but that came from a direct involvement from two people that have been questioned in amongst the Man United squad, which is Bayende and Sheshko. So the fact that they had something to do with us getting an advantage, I suppose, would probably jab a little bit of the media in their sides, thinking, you know what, these guys, they're horrible, and you know they've obviously influenced the game heavily. Obviously, having an advantage in a big stakes game is always going to work out to be either the decider, as in, you know, are we going to completely dominate or are we going to capitulate from being on edge of the fact that we have got the one man advantage and we're not really taking it to Chelsea. But the fact that Maresca made them changes so early, and in my opinion, so negative in his actions straight away. I feel like that kind of linked towards his naivety as a manager. I think me and you spoke about it before, James, and I said, for me, that was such a naive move, like really naive to do that. He took off Esteval and Neto.
Do you know what was worse? He took off those two when Cole Palmer had a fitness test and just about passed the fitness test. So he was never going to play 90 minutes. So wouldn't you just take off Cole Palmer?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you take off Cole Palmer? Because he's an injury now. And then what happens?
He had to take off Cole Palmer 10 minutes after that through groin injury. So it's like, look, at the end of the day, I'm not grumbling, but I just obviously looking at the game as just a football fan thinking, rah, why would you do that? And not only did he make he made two subs straight away. I thought one sub, all right, bring on a striker, bring on a goalkeeper, obviously, and then just change the shape slightly. But he decided just to kind of...
Neto was fuming.
I was speaking of why did he do that? Talk to your boy. Talk about your boy, bruv.
Oh, please do. Let's go. On here.
Talk about why they do that in your team, bruv. Come on.
Why did you do that?
Why did you do what?
You don't even talk about.
Who you think we're talking about?
Casemiro?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Bruv, he's got no legs.
Bro.
I don't know what you expect.
The whole back four in front of him.
Bro, if he haven't got legs, don't make tackles, innit? What are you doing, bro?
You know what? The first tackle was bad enough. The first tackle was bad enough. I was thinking to myself, well, what's he doing there? Then when he grabbed hold of Santos's shirt, I was thinking, bruv, let it go. Then he went to ground. I was like, oh my days. And then he's doing this to the ref. He's going...
And then he's stunned that he's got a second yellow, bro. Like, are you all right? seriously,
He shook
he
his. Bro,
acts
you got the
like he
weirdest tunnel.
started playing football yesterday, bro. This guy has played for Real Madrid. You know what? That's what it is. He went to Real Madrid and he used to get decisions for him all the time. He used to get away with
he was
things.
getting away with murder over there.
Now, mate,
Literally.
I don't understand how you can be playing football for this long and you're doing stupidness like that.
Yeah,
You're playing
it's
against
true,
10
bro.
men.
It's true. I mean, I can't even. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, was I worried at that point? Yeah, totally. I thought this game's got draw written all over it because the way that we've been defending, didn't give me no confidence in. You got to remember, we haven't been good in either box, our own or the opposition. So
Yeah, but
us
bro,
going 2-man down, bruv, we
no,
couldn't even keep a clean sheet against Grimsby.
no.
So there was no
Yeah,
hope in my
of
head.
course, no. Yeah, that makes sense. It sounds good, but they took off all of their attacking threat.
Yep.
There was nothing. They had nothing going forward.
That means nothing, bruv. We haven't had
Bro,
no form, Bev.
I
We haven't had no
understand.
form.
I
Where am I getting the confidence from? Tell me where am I getting the confidence from? The fact
Maresca.
that
Maresca. I told you I weren't convinced about that team. And that game, they proved to me who they are.
no,
That's
but
you
he's
got- what?
I hear what you're saying, but you know, at the end of the day, bruv, you got to remember, even the goal that they scored with Charbaloa to make it 2-1, yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Chalaba.
Chalaba.
Can we-
Are we gonna do this every pod? We are, innit?
No,
I'm gonna
no,
say
yeah,
someone's
yeah.
name wrong. Every pod, at least one person's name's gonna get chopped up by me.
I
So you
heard
just
that
gotta
one-
deal
I
with
heard
it.
that one yesterday, and I was like, "No, come on, I've got to correct you if you do it again."
But yeah, even him, yeah, he was standing in the middle of our box, yeah, and he just had a free header to make it 2-1.
Bro,
So I understand what you're saying, but he shouldn't even have had that chance, Bill. So I'm within my right, yeah,
you're
to
talking.
be
Wait, hold on,
very unsettled with the way my team defends.
brother. Did you see the goals that you scored?
Yeah.
Yeah, that second goal was terrible. That defender was awful. They were playing against themselves. So I don't know why you would be worried about that you couldn't get another goal back. I know you didn't.
No, I wasn't worried. Remember, they scored their goal after we scored our 2.
I know.
So that's my
well,
problem. At 2-0, I was still worried that we might concede 2. That's where I was at.
But they got
Not
no
that we
one.
would lose.
They had nothing. They had absolutely nothing.
Don't worry, Lamont. I hate you, bro. I've been
You
there.
hear what I'm saying to you, yeah? I understand what you're saying. If it was 1-1, Bev, and then we scored another goal,
This
I'll
is what
get you,
happens
yeah?
when your team gives you no faith. That's what
Right.
happens.
So I'm walking into the team. Do you get what I'm saying? So, look, we held out with the 2-1. To be fair, the subs that got brought on, other than Euro, everyone done what they had to do to make sure that we walked away with 3 points at Old Trafford finally. And it was a goal scored by Captain Clutch himself, Bruno, and and Casemiro. So
James,
two of the guys that have been in the media for the
James. How'd you let him get away with that? After all of the Salah slander, you let him say that?
Bro,
Can't you mute him as he says it?
because he's him. It's not going to come out in the edit. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But nah, listen, we got 3 points, bruv, at home. Amarin's been under fire, and it's getting cold in there, man. And
I'm -2. I'm sure it is.
So it's just one of them, innit? It's just one of them. So yeah.
Right.
Anyway, over to you guys.
Amarim lives to fight another day because his counterpart was just clueless. He said naivety. Those 2 changes. You have the hardest working player in Chelsea's team is probably Neto. Guy does not stop running. And when you go down to 10 men, you take him off. Like, why? So, listen, you're due a win. You still haven't won 2 games in a row, so maybe next time we can come through to that one. But keep the chin up, and you guys have done well.
I'm telling you, Sanchez needs to be investigated.
Oh yeah, by the way, also, that was the first time this season that 2 of our own players have scored. Yeah, so we've got 1 player now that has scored 2 goals, and, you know, more to come. Bruno, well done. Thanks, skipper.
Living with Rashford.
After that game, I just feel like Sanchez and Maresca need to be under investigation because I don't know what both of them are doing.
Sanchez
It's
he's lost
terrible.
his head, bruv. Who's got? So is that keeper that they brought on? Is he going to be in the sticks between the 6 next week then? In the next game?
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be, yeah.
Oh, I don't even
wait.
know who he is.
Oh yeah, but the next game, I'm sure the next game's Carling Cup, so it don't matter. It's not the league. He's not going to miss the league game
No, they got Brighton next.
in the cup.
No.
No, it's not a 3-match ban. It's just a 1-match ban, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll be back in
All
the
right,
Prem.
we'll move on then. We'll briefly touch on 2 games, or 1 game actually, because it's just because it's more in here for the shock value. Aston Villa Sunderland. I watched that game, and up until today, Aston Villa had not scored a Premier League goal. Up until this week, Aston Villa had not scored a goal in general. Harvey Elliott scored midweek. Matty Cash scored it was a great goal, but it was another instance of hologram hands because like he smashed it down the middle, and the goalkeeper looked like he didn't know whether to go left, right, or centre, and then let it go in. But the biggest issue was Sunderland were down to 10 men, and Aston Villa didn't look like a threat that they were. You've got, I don't know whether they've unsettled him because you remember end of last season, what's his name, the striker, not Callum Watkins, he's a rugby player. Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins. Yeah.
He got ousted for Rashford, and at that time he got ousted, he wasn't actually playing poorly. They just favoured Rashford up top, and I don't think he's recovered. He hasn't recovered because he hasn't started the season well at all, and he looks lost at times. But
He did. They had a chance to go two up, yeah, and he missed a basic header in the box. Completely missed it, right? Mistimed, James. So I'm with you on that. I feel like his confidence has absolutely taken a knock.
looking at Sunderland, who I thought would have a good season because of the signings they made really good signings, and to be down to 10 men for the period they were down for, and to even equalise, and I think even when it was 1-1, they looked the stronger team for periods. So it's a kind of watch this space. Let's see where Sunderland can go from here. Can they get even better? Can they improve and get more points? But I've been impressed with their start to the season, Sunderland, and completely unimpressed with Aston Villa's start to the season.
I agree, and that's why I had this game as a draw. I did. I thought it was going to be 0-0 though, and then when Sunderland got the man, because I didn't see Aston Villa scoring because they've been terrible. They've got no ideas about what's going on going forward. Big up to Sunderland though, because they're getting the results, and you lot might be right. They could be staying up. I think there could be 3 teams that could be going down this season.
They don't play
From the
bad
Prem.
football neither, Bev. To be honest,
Yeah.
they don't play bad football. So I feel like they're going to stand the test of time.
Stadiums are like not a lot of places people are going to want to go to.
I never have really. Well, actually, tell a lie. When they were getting relegated, it was kind of easy to go there. Yeah, it was. Okay, last bit, title race implications. It's probably going to be quick because we've probably discussed it in our segments anyway. But Liverpool clear at the top. Yes, listen, for me, it's still early. Anything can happen because of the next thing I'm going to say is the fatigue aspect of things. I mean, at the moment, yes, we're rotating well, but we're going to be playing every 3 days. And I was going to say it earlier, but we ran out of time. And it was a case of with Man City having played on Thursday and not being used to playing on Thursday, was that a factor in how they played today? And is it going to be a factor going forward? Because I don't know if it's going to continue, but we had Champions League Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. And if Champions League teams are going to start playing on Thursdays, like I said, I don't know if that was for just that week.
I think they done it last season as well.
They did it last season as
They done it
well.
last season. They done it last season.
Yeah, the beginning.
Yeah, only at the beginning.
Only the
The
beginning,
group stages, yeah.
Oh, was
The
it for the
league
whole group
stages, sorry.
stages?
No,
it was the
wasn't-
league stages, sorry.
For
It's
the
the league
first week,
stages.
it's for the first week, right?
Yeah.
Also,
First
yeah,
week, okay.
I think it was the first week or 2, maybe,
Oh,
but it wasn't every week.
Because if it was, how teams who aren't used to reacting playing Thursday night and then Sunday is. I don't know if Guardiola was just trying to cover his back. He was basically trying to say with the short turnaround of them playing. But what I thought was weird is they played against 10 men. So he was saying on Thursday and tiredness, they played against 10 men. So they had a lot of the ball. But
He also could have dragged people off to rest them if he really wanted
Yeah.
to, which I think he did in the end anyway.
he
But
did, yeah, he did. But do you think that's gonna be a big factor in how the season's gonna go with all of us that have meaningful fixtures playing 3 games a week?
Bro, the free. If you want to be winning prizes, everyone has to play 3 games a week. You can't say, "Oh, we want to be in the big competitions." Blah 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 blah. Like they had to play Thursday. It's unusual. It doesn't happen the rest of the season. It's only for the first week of Champions League. All the rest of the matches will be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, like it used to be. If they are played on Wednesday, they would have had to have played Saturday. It's the same amount of time, bro. I think it's just right
Mindset.
now when results go against you, it's finding excuses. Right now is not the time for you to be talking about fatigue. We've just started. Yes, they had to play the World Cup, but if they didn't want to go, could they have not gone? Was it mandatory? I don't know.
I think it is going to have a factor in the rest of the league if you got a smaller squad in terms of like players seem to be getting injured at the moment. A lot of them are like seem to be like muscle injuries and stuff like that. They seem to be breaking down. So that didn't happen before, and because it's happening so often and so regularly, I think that like the bigger squads and stuff like that is going to have to come into a play at a later point in the season. And especially when you start, there's not going to be any point where anyone's going to get any rest. I don't even think that like that 1 week that you get in January, that's not really going to be a factor. As soon as it gets to like December and the Champions League slows down, it's Christmas and you're playing like 3 days a week again anyway, and then the Champions League's
African
back.
Nations, African Nations is here as well for some of the players as well. I think we'll all
Oh yeah,
lose. We'll all lose players. Actually, apart from Arsenal,
Arsenal
we
won't. No.
us three will lose players to that.
yeah,
Bemo, Kudus, Salah, all key players for us that will be going to that.
Mazraoui.
Yeah, Mazraoui as well.
yeah.
For real.
Well, what do you think the answer is
Diallo,
then? Because
Diallo's gone.
tournaments have always existed. It's just the timing of them. The only
Yeah,
thing that didn't exist was the Club Cup, the extended one. That was the thing that messed everything up. But the
I
World
think
Cup's
that's
already
what's
It's
been
giving all
there,
the injuries
and there
now.
were
Leon,
every
obviously
4
less
years.
Champions League
yeah,
games. So
yeah. I think the fake break that they got in the summer, yeah, touching on what you said, Lee, the fake break they had in the summer with that Club World Cup, I feel that that's what's giving some of the muscle injuries to some of these guys as well.
mhm.
And to be fair, even when the Club World Cup was going on, I feel like there was a lot of friendlies going on around that anyway, generally. So that
Yeah.
pre-season was cut, that off-season was cut so short. We had so much football in this summer. It was almost like there was a World Cup on or a Euros on. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of level of football that we was getting. I wasn't grumbling too much, can't lie, but you know what I mean? For people like us that want to see the Premier League being playing at a high standard with all the best players that we've got to offer, you kind of want to have them have a break so that you can see them every week. Not that they're on the bed like Madison and Kulusevski. These boys, you like Spurs need these guys to be ringing so that you guys are competing. You can't have them on the flipping injury bench. And obviously, I don't know if has Liverpool got any injuries at the minute, like any real key ones.
Touching this
No.
table at the moment.
What about
we haven't-
Arsenal?
We haven't got any injuries.
Or Saka and Odegaard coming back.
Came back.
Yeah, but Saka came back today, didn't he? And Odegaard's
Yeah.
obviously hurt his shoulder. So yeah, man.
Saliba came back today as
Saliba came
well,
back.
but he had muscle
Yeah.
he had muscle injuries last season, and so did Gabriel as well. So
I think
it's just I know it's part and parcel
Mosquera
of the
was
game. I'm not even complaining.
unfortunate to get dropped.
It's
To be
rotation.
fair.
But the answer to your question, Leon,
I think yeah.
it's teams have to rotate. You're gonna have to. You're literally gonna have to use your full squad more than
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah.
You can't say can't like we got away with it last year, and I think it cost us towards the back end of the season where we used a small section of players for so long into the season that people like Gravenberch got burnt out towards the end of the season. But we'll move to our favorite bit that we end the show with, and that is the player of the week and the moment of the week. So as we normally do, I'm pretty sure we start with you, Bevan.
My player of the week this week, I'm giving it to Anton Stack. He scored
That free kick.
bad boy free kick, and he assisted the second goal as well. So I'm gonna give it to him this weekend. And my moment of the weekend, surprise, surprise.
Not now.
Oh,
We'll do that after. Because it's one segment when I clip it, so cool.
yeah.
Lamont, you're on mute.
But you said it as well. I thought that's what you said. A moment of weekend. Yeah, my bad.
Player of the weekend.
Player of the weekend. Right, player of the weekend. It's got to be Bruno, innit? He got his milestone, so you know what I mean. Well done, Bruno, Captain Clutch.
What was the milestone?
200.
200 games. Oh, well done.
What do you mean 200
I think he's got
games?
100 goals for
Give it a
United,
rest.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's his 100th goal for United as well. Yeah.
Not that impressive.
Yeah.
You lot are so salty, bro.
Leon?
I'm gonna say Ekatike again. Because for me, he's under pressure now, and he's answered that pressure with goals again in a big game. I think he had a couple of games where he didn't score in the Prem, and he come back again against Everton. Tough game, Derby at home, and he's taken his finish brilliantly. So I'm going Ekatike for me.
All right, I'll go with Gravenberch. I think he's had a fantastic start to the season. The goal he scored was sublime. Like, I don't know how he managed to swing it and loop it over the goalkeeper. And for a number 6, he also got an assist as well. So for me, it is Ryan Gravenberch. So your moment of the weekend.
Just sorry about that. It was 100th goal, not 200. I meant 100. My bad.
It was his 200th game, innit? And
Yeah.
100th goal. Yeah. We knew what you meant. We know he ain't scored 200 goals. My moment of the weekend, surprise, surprise, is going to go to Gabriel Martinelli for a great goal right at the death. Because I know to put a dagger in Lamont's heart, and maybe yours, well, not yours, so much yours, James, but in Lamont's, because I know he's ready to write my team off, and he can't this weekend because of Gabriel Martinelli. And I've been cussing Martin. And he's come on and he's been clutched in two games in a row. Come off the bench.
Is he Brazilian again
changed,
then, yeah?
For today, we're not going to get too carried away. He's Brazilian for 5 minutes. We don't know about. It could change. Things change very quickly. So I'm going to give my moment of the weekend to Gabriel Martinelli.
Over to you, Lamont.
My moment of the weekend.
Yeah.
Casemiro's second yellow. What a donkey.
It's good and bad. It's fair. It's good and bad.
What a donkey, bruv.
No, because it's funny.
What a donkey.
My one's going to be very similar. Robert Sanchez, bro. What the hell are you doing, bruv? What are you doing? So early in the game, what are you doing? And it wasn't even the fact that he fouled, man. It was so high as well. Oh, my days, bro. Like, seriously. Even if he wasn't the last man, it's still a red for where he connected with the man.
It's true.
I can't believe it. Can't believe he did that. I'm glad he's not my goalkeeper, that's for sure.
Okay. My moment of the weekend's actually similar. You saw me got damn earlier, but it was the free kick from Stack.
Yeah, it's quality.
That was and the thing is, I think since I heard a lot through preseason about how he was scoring goals and taking corners, taking free kicks. So I was waiting to see what he could bring, and yeah, that was a quality free kick. So Stack, we'll see how long he'll be at Leeds. If he could find himself at another Premier League club if they get relegated, by the way he started. Right, the last of the moment, we're gonna do predictions. Evan, so the first game is the Man United game, isn't it?
Yeah, we're away at Brentford.
Away at Brentford. This is a stinky game, isn't it? 2-1 United.
You actually think Man United are finally gonna get 2 wins in a row?
Only because it's Brentford.
Yeah.
They've not been that good, have they?
Yeah, I know. But we're not great then either, to be quite honest.
Yeah, but they've got a new, it's a new regime over there. It's not the same.
Mm.
If it was Thomas Frank, you weren't winning.
Yeah. No.
Well,
Yeah.
we've conceded 4. Anyway.
Right, Lamont, yourself.
New regime over there, so I've got an air of confidence in terms of Frank's out of there, so the hoodoo's hopefully done, and we're gonna get another 3 points over there. And you know what? We might actually get a clean sheet, so I'm gonna say 2-0 United.
You're doing too much,
Oh.
bro. You're doing too much.
And Mbumo to score as well.
Leon.
2-1 Man United. They are not keeping a clean sheet, but I think they'll win.
Well, we were close to keeping a clean sheet against Chelsea, to be fair.
I mean,
They got a disallowed goal as well. Remember?
you weren't that close.
Okay. So Daryl has gone 2-1 Man United as well. I was going 2-1 Man United too.
You man are really being tactical right about now, isn't it?
I don't see.
The only
I don't see
scoreline
you.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't see you scoring more than 2 goals, and I can see them scoring a fluke goal through Shaw there
Clip that up.
or something.
Clip that up, man. No, you not see us scoring more than 2 goals. All right, we'll prove you wrong.
Okay. Been waiting 12 months for you to prove me wrong with Man United. Let's see if the wait will go on, mate. So I had 2-1 for myself as well, didn't I? So 2-1 and 2-1. And next game is Crystal Palace Liverpool. Ooh. Right.
Both teams unbeaten in the league at the moment.
Yep.
At Palace.
So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Palace unbeaten in 17 games, the longest unbeaten streak in the Premier.
Yeah, Glaston's doing a job over there, my guy.
He is. 1-0 Liverpool.
You lot got a grudge in it?
Nah, I wouldn't say it's a grudge. Do you mean because of the transfer?
No, Community Shield. Do you guys?
Nah,
No?
it was penalties. It was penalties. We got what we deserved. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. Lamont, yours?
Score draw. 1-1.
Lee?
Yeah, I have to agree 1-1.
Daryl also said 1-1, so that is 3 1-1s. For me, I am going with 3-1 Liverpool. No, in fact, I'm going 2-1 Liverpool. The next game is Leon's team, Spurs, are at home. They're the only ones that are home this game week.
You guys are going to slap Wolves, bruv. I can feel it already.
I think so too. So, Bevan?
Yeah, you just took it one words out of my mouth. 3-0 Spurs. Why are you laughing at me, Leon?
Because he's going to say the same score.
That same
He's
score
going to
line,
say the
bro.
same score. I knew it. I knew it.
We can. You know what? Next week we can mix it up so someone else can go first.
Nah, you're good going first, bro.
You earned the honor of being the winner from last year.
Yeah, mate. All right. I'm going to say 2-0 Spurs. No, 4-0. 4-0 Spurs, actually.
4. Okay.
Emphatic win at the lane.
Lee?
Yeah,
3-0 anyway, isn't it?
No, I'll stick with 3-0.
Daryl said 2-1 Spurs.
You know what? 3-1.
Are you going to concede?
I went too light last time. I also think it's going to be 3-1. Spurs. Now you know what? 2-0. Let's all have different results. See where it takes us. 2-0
Wins the win, innit? It's the score that you're kind of trying to get right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's where the real money is, boy.
Yeah, trust me, them correct scores is money bags, bro.
Yep.
Daryl came from oblivion, bro, to sit in second. And he missed a game week.
One good week.
He missed the first game week.
Mm.
So, Bevan, the last game, you guys are playing Newcastle.
Yeah. 2-0 Arsenal.
Woo.
What? At St. James, yeah? Okay then, boss.
Bruv, he's happy. We took Isak. He was celebrating when we got Isak. He was celebrating the same
To be fair, no, Devin, you know what? I laugh, but you're probably not wrong, you know, because they don't look as prolific without Isak. Don't get me wrong.
They don't look. They aren't. They're struggling to go, bro.
Bro,
They're defending all right though, so
they are
and
defending well.
They're good at set pieces. So can you break them down? Anyway, let me not give away tacticals.
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
Oh, you know what?
Leon,
Arsenal might draw that game, you know. I don't know. I just got that funny.
You got 5 seconds to make your change.
2-2.
Before Leon says something.
2-2. 2-2. Yeah, 2-2.
Desmond, yeah, going for the Desmond out here.
Deuce.
You waiting for me?
Yeah. So, Leon, who do you think it was? Leon is Sherlock. So
It was Philippe Coutinho, bro.
Was it? Are you sure? Who do you think it was, Bevan? Lamont, you had second choice.
Yeah, Coutinho, bro.
Bevan?
That's who I was going to go with.
Okay. Indeed, it was Felipe Coutinho. What gave it away?
Aston Villa and Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, Barcelona. Aston Villa, Barcelona.
I was going to make it harder, but these two last week, don't make it too hard. Or pause. Don't make it too difficult.
I never said that.
Bro, you did not need to do that whole story, bro. You should just do the club. That's it. Yeah. You went back and forth. The loans, bro.
Yeah, but they had to. He played different seasons. He played different places, didn't it?
Nah,
yeah,
bro.
You know what confused me at the beginning and in the end? I was like, wait, hold on. This looks like it's kind of snaked.
I had to work out where the start was.
That's what's killing me.
From top left in this world, bro. In this country, anyway.
Bro, the arrows were going in a full circle, bro.
Because he's ended up where he started. He's back at Vasco right now. That's where he started. He's back there now. So, but yeah, well done. Okay, cool. I'll make it more difficult next week. It might be a player that hasn't even played in Premier League. So we shall see where it goes. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button and comment. This has been Armchair Pundits. Peace out.
Later.
Peace.